I'm here at the Mal Arts Centre in Youghal for a very special Civic reception afternoon for Sinead Kane, along with her guide runner John O'Regan. Sinead, you successfully completed the World Marathon Challenge last week. 7 marathons, 7 days on 7 different continents. First of all, how are you feeling after it all?
I'm feeling great. My legs are feeling great. My mind is good, and just my feet are blistered, but and they were swollen, but the swelling is slowly but surely going down, and the blisters should be healed within 2 weeks. But the memory of this challenge will last for a long, long time. Once I completed the marathons last Monday morning, around 6 a.m. in Sydney. I suppose for the rest of that day it was just kind of a bit of shock and a relief that it was all over, but what actually kicked in then on kind of late Monday evening and Tuesday was a sense of sadness and a sense of loss, because I've been planning this goal for a year and now it's over, and I suppose when it's all over now it just is that sense of loss. But I didn't think that would hit me as quick as what it did, but it did, and so that was on Monday evening, and I felt that on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday it was mixed emotions, and on Thursday I didn't want to leave Sydney, and then Friday then was all excitement because I was on the Late Late Show last night, and now today I'm just absolutely humbled that Youghal would give me a civic reception, that I would have a pipe band playing me into the Mal Arts Centre. I never envisaged any of this when I set out to have this goal. With any goal you have to have a vision. My vision was always seeing myself cross the finish line, but I couldn't have imagined me having a civic reception, and I'm just so humbled, and I'm just so proud of Youghal people.
Of all the 7 marathons, which one was the one you found the toughest, would you say?
Well, before I went I was expecting Antarctica to be the toughest, but actually that worked out as one of the easiest. Marrakesh on the Friday was my toughest because there was a strip of about 900 metres of a load of trees in the centre of the pavement, which meant that myself and John couldn't run. We had to walk, and then I was losing time, I was losing race position, and if you're a competitor you want to be in a race position, so it was making me feel that my disability was holding me back and reminding me that I had a disability, and I suppose it was hurting me having other people lap me and run by me, but for safety we just had to walk that stretch, and it was a 13 lap, so every time you came around 13 times you had to walk 900 metres. So that was difficult mentally to come to terms with, but I suppose in the middle of the race I just mentally couldn't handle it, and then I decided to give up, and people encouraged me to get back on the horse and get running again, and I did, and the following day I had a comeback where I came joint first in
Excellent.
the Dubai race.
That was fantastic, and your guide runner here,
John
O'Regan from County Dublin, is by your side. He was by your side through the whole World Marathon Challenge. John, well done to yourself as well, because
thanks so much.
It's no mean achievement completing this. It's absolutely a gruelling test of endurance. An inspirational lady. Were there times where you felt you had to, motivate her to keep going? Was she ever tempted to throw in the towel, for instance?
Well, there were a few moments, but that's to be expected, so I knew that she would bounce back, so I was never in any doubt that she wouldn't finish it. Once she sets her mind to doing something, she does it, and she knew what was involved with this task from the beginning, and she prepared very, very well. And what we had were, I would say, minor setbacks, but from these minor setbacks there was always a big comeback, and whenever she kind of hit a low point, something always kind of triggered her to kind of bounce back, and that might have been just another competitor overtaking her, or maybe just seeing people at the turnaround point, knowing she's had to complete another lap, and then knowing that each step was taking her further towards the finish line and helping her to achieve her overall goal.
Excellent. Sinead, I imagine you made a couple of friends through this experience.
Yeah, on this group there was a diversity of group on the plane, so there was billionaires, there was inspirational stories like myself, there was Luke Wigman from the UK, he was part of the Prince Harry Trust. There was a girl called Beth Ann, she has a brain tumour suffering from cancer for the last 12 years, so there was different diversity of people on the group. There was people there raising money for charity, there was people there because they have a love for running, they just wanted to be on the trip. So I think I've made lifelong friends on this trip. There was other people there from Ireland. Paul Grealish, he was participating as well, and Richard Donovan, the race organiser, he's from Galway. I just don't know how Richard does it. This is such a logistical operation to manage 7 marathons and 7 continents in 7 days. So I really think Richard is a great man.
What about your own preparation? What was the build-up like?
Well, I suppose Antarctica is -30, and here in Youghal we don't have -30, we don't have -30 in Ireland, so you can't really fully prepare. A lot is about mental preparation and about willing to adapt, and about how bad do you want it and how hungry are you for your goal. I think that's what distinguishes me, so making sacrifices. So when it's raining outside, you're not going to get the condition of Antarctica outside, but if it's raining outside, then you might slightly get it. So I suppose making those sacrifices, like as well, you go from -30 in Antarctica to Dubai where it's +34, and in Sydney when we started the run last Sunday night at 1 a.m. in the morning, at midnight it was 25 degrees at midnight, and it was actually getting hotter throughout the night. So you can't fully prepare. Like, I suppose you can go out and you can maybe run in cold weather and just have on a t-shirt when you want to have on a jacket, but I suppose out in Antarctica you have specialised clothing that actually keeps you warm. So John would know more about the clothing because John has ran on the 7 continents already, and John has completed the North Pole Marathon. So I suppose that gave me confidence in doing this because he has done these type of races before.
What next for yourself now? Have you set another target? Because I mean, you are in the world record books now, of course.
Yeah, so I have a goal at the end of this month. It's a race to Finland, but it's nothing compared to what I've just achieved.
Right.
That was kind of like a backup type of a goal, but because this goal has been so big and because it has been a year in the planning, and now it's all over in the space of nearly 2 weeks, I suppose, as I said, there's a sense of loss there. So for me to do another goal would have to be bigger than this goal, and the fact that this goal took a year preparation to get on it, then it's another goal isn't going to happen as big as this for a while yet. But I have to put on my thinking cap and maybe chat with John and see what happens.
Would you do it all again, the World Marathon Challenge?
Yeah, I would do it all again, but I suppose like I'm the type of person who likes to make things different, so I would have to see, like obviously I already have the Guinness record now, so I'd have to see how I could make doing it different, but I would do it in a heartbeat again because it was a character building experience. It wasn't just a running challenge for me, it was a challenge that made me become an adventurer. It made me an explorer. I learned so much about different cultures. Antarctica is the only continent in the world where no person has ever been hurt via war or destruction. So like that makes me feel special to be on that continent, and I'm the first Irish female to do this challenge, World Marathon Challenge, in 7 days, and first visually impaired person to do it worldwide. So I'll just have to think about how to make it different if I was to ever go on it again.
Thanks, Sinead. John, a remarkable achievement.
Yeah, well, I suppose it is. It'll take a while for it to really sink in. In some ways, I'm going to disbelieve that it has actually happened. You know, we did go over there very confident in a way that we would complete it, but there's so many unknowns and stuff that you can't actually prepare for. If there were any delays, if we were missing a bus transfer, if we got caught in customs, if one was picked up an injury, there's so much that could have gone wrong. There's more that could have gone wrong than could have gone right. So I suppose I'm just relieved that it is over, but again, like Sinead, I'm kind of wishing it was probably only starting.
Yeah.
I would like to do it again.
Well, John, Sinead, congratulations on completing the World Marathon Challenge. It's an absolute fantastic achievement, and thanks for speaking to us today.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.